When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Finds his big tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. Pulls it in. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Sategna. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He wants to take the top off. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Sooners line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of...
Turning it on. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's caught downfield. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
And the Sooners are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge.
Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. It's a seam wide. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Ohio State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he can be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at
this offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Gets rid of it. Got him downfield. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll take it himself. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
This time it's complete. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying play action. Looking to scramble. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fitted in the window for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Sayin. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab on the big throw. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. There he goes. He's loose. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll try the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when you break out the hit stick. When you come and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you bring it.
The pitch to the left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Quick update, guys, on the border war. One of the longest standing and most meaningful games in football. Missouri and Kansas. Here's an update. Kansas proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Jayhawks team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They think they can create space here with the run to the right.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And you don't usually say that very often, the strong safety with the sack. Usually a guy you spin down in the box, but you could tell he knew what was going on, diagnosed the play, saw he had an opportunity to go get that quarterback, and he went and got him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On the run, deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And that's where they'll have to down it, just inside the 50-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season.
He's going to let it go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start the third quarter with the run. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Using his legs, it's Ott. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Sooners will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Here's the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Tate. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Peoples. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the 1st down. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. To the air, it's Sayin. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Tight end finds a soft spot.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, it looked bad for a little bit, but how about the defense coming through? Back-to-back sacks. Now it's 4th and goal. Decision time for the offense, but the defense made it really, really difficult getting those negative plays in back-to-back situations.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the 1st play of this drive. To the air on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, Nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter.
Ohio State 35, Oklahoma 7.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Let's go! Give to the running back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Running to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Running it to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Colorado State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory, and that's really the standard there in Fort Collins. They'll enjoy this one all week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. He's taking a deep shot. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. I know both of these